In the vast arena of life's battles, we often glorify the act of standing firm, fighting tirelessly against the tides of adversity. Yet, there exists a less trodden path, one that holds a quiet, unspoken power, the art of walking away. Far from surrender, this choice embodies a profound strength, rooted in ancient wisdom that has echoed through the ages. Today, we delve into a lesson that Stoicism, a philosophy celebrated for its focus on virtue, control, and resilience, imparts with resounding clarity. Sometimes, our greatest power lies not in the battles we engage in, but in those we choose to walk away from. What makes the decision to step back so potent, so incredibly liberating? To explore this, we turn to the insights of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, who understood the value of discernment, the courage of letting go, and the freedom found in focusing on what truly lies within our control. This journey is not about encouraging retreat from challenges, but about recognizing when our energy, our peace, and our path forward demand a different kind of bravery. The bravery to choose a different battle, one that aligns more closely with our inner values and the pursuit of personal peace and growth. Join us as we unfold the 10 powerful lessons on the art of walking away, each a beacon of wisdom guiding us towards a more empowered, serene, and purposeful existence. Through this exploration, we invite curiosity, introspection, and perhaps a re-evaluation of what true strength looks like, teaching us that sometimes the most powerful step we can take is the one that moves us away from what no longer serves us, towards something infinitely more rewarding. Lesson 1. The power of choice. Life is a series of choices. One of the most empowering lessons from Stoic philosophy is realizing the incredible power we hold in making these choices, especially when it comes to our reactions and our paths in life. Marcus Aurelius, a figurehead of Stoicism, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This highlights the essence of our autonomy. While we can't control everything that happens to us, we have the ultimate say in how we respond, including the decision to walk away from situations that don't serve our well-being. Choosing to walk away isn't about giving up. It's about exercising our power to choose peace and integrity over conflict and compromise. It's an act of strength, showing that we value ourselves enough to leave environments or relationships that hinder our growth. This choice underscores that our well-being is in our hands. We have the agency to change our story by stepping back from what harms us and moving towards what heals and grows us. The power of choice is a reminder of our freedom to shape our lives. By choosing wisely, especially in knowing when to walk away, we embrace a path that aligns with our deepest values and aspirations, leading to a life of purpose and peace. Lesson 2. Understanding what we can control. A core tenet of Stoicism teaches us about the division between what is within our control and what is not. This understanding is crucial when it comes to the power of walking away. We often find ourselves in situations where, despite our best efforts, the outcome remains unchanged. It's in these moments that Stoicism advises us to reassess our involvement, reminding us that our energy and focus are best spent on areas we can influence. The wisdom of Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, sheds light on this. Some things are in our control and others not. By embracing this, we learn to distinguish between the effort worth investing and the battles worth choosing. Walking away becomes a strategic choice in conserving our energy for where it can truly make a difference. This lesson is not about passivity, but about making an empowered decision to redirect our focus towards what we can change, our attitudes, our future choices, and our personal growth. Understanding what we can control helps us to let go of the frustration and futility that comes from trying to influence the uncontrollable. It's a liberating realization that walking away from one situation opens the door to opportunities and experiences where our actions and decisions have meaningful impact. In essence, recognizing what is within our control and what isn't simplifies our decisions and actions, guiding us to invest in ourselves and our own journey more wisely. This understanding is a cornerstone of personal empowerment and resilience, leading us to a more focused and fulfilling life. Lesson 3. Preserving inner peace. Inner peace is a sanctuary, a state of calm and contentment within, regardless of the chaos outside. One of the most powerful lessons in choosing to walk away is the preservation of this peace. Stoicism teaches us the value of maintaining a tranquil mind amid life's storms, emphasizing that our inner peace should be guarded above all else. Walking away from situations, relationships, or environments that threaten this peace is not an act of cowardice, but a profound expression of self-care. It acknowledges that not every conflict needs to be confronted, and not every argument needs to be won if the cost is our peace of mind. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. This highlights the importance of retreating into our inner sanctuary when the world around us becomes too loud or disruptive. By choosing to walk away, we make a conscious decision to prioritize our mental and emotional well-being. This act of self-preservation allows us to reset, recharge, and refocus on what truly matters: our growth, our happiness, and our journey towards becoming the best versions of ourselves. Preserving inner peace is, therefore, not just about avoiding unnecessary drama, but about recognizing when our involvement in external affairs detracts from our quality of life. It's a lesson in setting boundaries and knowing when to say no so we can say yes to a life filled with more joy, serenity, and fulfillment. Lesson 4. Self-respect over winning. Choosing self-respect over the urge to win in every situation is a powerful lesson in walking away. This principle teaches us that our dignity and self-worth are more valuable than proving a point or coming out on top in an argument or conflict. Stoicism, with its emphasis on virtue and integrity, encourages us to maintain our character above all else, even when it means stepping back from a fight we believe we could win. This lesson is about understanding that the true measure of victory is not always found in external validation or triumphs, but in maintaining our principles and self-respect. It asks us to consider, is this worth compromising my peace and integrity? Often, we find that it is not. By walking away, we assert that our self-respect is not negotiable and that we are not willing to sacrifice our values for the sake of winning a dispute or gaining short-term gratification. This choice reflects a deep respect for oneself and a commitment to personal standards of behavior. It's a recognition that our long-term well-being and self-esteem are far more important than any temporary victory we might achieve. Walking away in such instances is a profound act of self-love and an affirmation of our worth. Ultimately, choosing self-respect over winning is a testament to our strength and maturity. It signifies that we understand the value of our peace and dignity and are willing to protect them, even if it means letting go of the need to be right or victorious in the eyes of others. Lesson 5. The courage to let go. Embracing the courage to let go is essential in understanding the power of walking away. This lesson is rooted in the Stoic belief that true bravery is often shown not in the battles we engage in, but in those we choose to leave behind. Letting go requires courage because it involves stepping into the unknown and leaving behind what may once have provided us comfort, identity, or security. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once remarked on the importance of facing life's challenges with courage, including the decision to let go. when something no longer serves our highest good. This lesson teaches us that holding on too tightly to people, outcomes, or beliefs can hinder our growth and happiness. The act of letting go is a declaration of trust in ourselves and in the natural flow of life, believing that better opportunities and experiences await us. Letting go is not about giving up, but about moving forward. It's an acknowledgement that our personal development and peace are paramount, and anything that detracts from these should be released. This lesson challenges us to examine our lives and identify where we might be holding on out of fear, habit, or obligation, rather than genuine desire or benefit. The courage to let go is a powerful form of self-respect. It signifies a commitment to our well-being and the belief that we are deserving of more fulfilling relationships, situations, and inner peace. By walking away, we open ourselves to new possibilities and set the stage for growth and transformation that would not have been possible otherwise. Lesson 6. Growth through loss. The lesson of growth through loss teaches us that walking away and experiencing loss can be a powerful catalyst for personal development. Stoicism introduces us to the concept that loss is not merely an end, but a beginning, an opportunity to learn, to expand, and to transform. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reflected on the impermanence of life and the importance of embracing change, including the losses, as part of the natural order and as avenues for growth. This lesson encourages us to view walking away and the subsequent sense of loss not as setbacks, but as stepping stones to greater understanding and self-improvement. It's about recognizing that the discomfort and emptiness we might feel in the short term can lead to valuable insights and new strengths in the long run. When we walk away from situations that no longer serve us, we make space for new experiences that align more closely with our values and aspirations. This process of letting go and moving forward allows us to shed layers that no longer fit, to question our old patterns, and to adopt new, more empowering beliefs and behaviors. Growth through loss also involves the acceptance of life's cyclical nature, the understanding that endings are intrinsic to new beginnings. By facing loss with resilience and openness, we equip ourselves to navigate future challenges more effectively and with a deeper sense of purpose. In essence, this lesson teaches us that the pain of loss is temporary, but the growth it can initiate is profound and lasting. Walking away then becomes an act of faith in ourselves and in the journey of becoming who we are meant to be. Lesson 7. The wisdom of non-attachment. The wisdom of non-attachment, a concept embraced by Stoicism, teaches the importance of not holding too tightly to people, outcomes, or material possessions. This lesson highlights that our freedom and peace of mind often come from our ability to remain detached from the external elements of our lives that we cannot control. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, emphasized that our distress comes not from events themselves, but from our judgments about them. By practicing non-attachment, we learn to observe our lives and the events within them without letting them disturb our inner tranquility. Walking away becomes a practical application of non-attachment. It is an acknowledgement that clinging to things that are not meant for us only leads to suffering. Instead, we focus on maintaining our inner peace and equanimity, regardless of external circumstances. This lesson isn't about indifference, but about understanding the power of accepting things as they are, without trying to force them to conform to our desires or expectations. Non-attachment encourages us to live in the present, appreciating and experiencing life fully, but without becoming ensnared by the desire for things to remain unchanged. It teaches us to embrace change and let go with grace, knowing that our well-being is not dependent on external conditions, but on our internal state. This approach to life allows us to walk away from situations that no longer contribute to our growth or happiness with a sense of peace, rather than resistance or regret. The wisdom of non-attachment is a powerful reminder that our strength lies in our ability to adapt and flow with life's inevitable changes, finding freedom in our capacity to let go. Lesson 8. Reclaiming power. Reclaiming power is a profound lesson in the act of walking away, emphasizing the shift from feeling victimized by circumstances to recognizing one's agency in creating change. Stoicism teaches us that true power lies not in exerting control over others or external events, but in mastering our own responses and attitudes. Walking away from a situation that undermines our dignity or well-being is a potent declaration of self-worth and autonomy. This lesson revolves around the understanding that staying in a harmful scenario often gives away our power, allowing the situation or individual to dictate our emotions and self-esteem. By choosing to walk away, we take back control over our internal state, refusing to let external forces compromise our peace and values. Reclaiming power is about asserting our ability to choose our battles wisely. It acknowledges that some situations cannot be changed or improved, no matter how much effort we invest. In such cases, the most empowering action is to remove ourselves, thereby preserving our energy for endeavors that are truly meaningful and aligned with our personal growth. This act of self-preservation is not an admission of defeat, but a strategic retreat, with the understanding that our resources, time, energy, and emotional bandwidth are precious and should be invested in areas of our lives that reflect our worth and potential. By walking away, we reaffirm our commitment to ourselves, honoring our needs, boundaries, and aspirations. It's a testament to our resilience and an important step in our journey towards self-actualization and fulfillment. Reclaiming power is therefore not just about leaving a negative situation, but about moving closer to a life that genuinely reflects our innermost values and desires. Lesson 9. The serenity to accept. The lesson of the serenity to accept, deeply rooted in both Stoicism and the Serenity Prayer, teaches the importance of recognizing and accepting what we cannot change. This wisdom is crucial when deciding to walk away, as it involves acknowledging that some situations, no matter how much we wish otherwise, are beyond our power to alter. The Stoics, particularly Epictetus, emphasized the significance of distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not, advocating for a serene acceptance of the latter. Walking away, in this context, is an act of profound understanding and peace. It's the realization that our efforts are better spent on areas where we can make a difference, rather than expending energy trying to change the unchangeable. Acceptance does not mean passivity or defeat. Rather, it's a conscious choice to focus on our growth, happiness, and well-being. This lesson encourages us to let go of frustration and resistance against the immovable parts of life, embracing instead the opportunities and freedoms that come with acceptance. It teaches us to find peace in the present moment, trusting that by concentrating on what we can control, our actions, attitudes, and self-care, we pave the way for a more fulfilling life. The serenity to accept is a powerful ally in the journey of walking away. It allows us to leave behind situations with grace and dignity, carrying with us the lessons learned and the strength gained. By accepting the things we cannot change, we open ourselves to the possibilities that await when we invest our energies in the right places. This lesson is about embracing life's flow, finding serenity in our decisions, and moving forward with a heart unburdened by the weight of the unchangeable. Lesson 10. Creating space for the new. The final lesson in the power of walking away is about creating space for the new. This principle emphasizes that every time we choose to leave a situation, relationship, or mindset that no longer serves us, we open up room for new opportunities, relationships, and growth. It's a testament to the Stoic belief in the constant evolution of our lives and selves, where letting go is not an end, but a beginning. Walking away clears the clutter from our lives, both literally and metaphorically. It removes the obstacles to our growth, making way for new experiences that align with our evolving values and aspirations. This lesson teaches us the value of release and renewal, reminding us that stagnation is often the result of holding on too tightly to the past or the familiar. Creating space for the new requires trust in the process of life and our capacity to navigate the unknown. It's about believing that there is something on the other side of letting go that is worth reaching for. This leap of faith is supported by the stoic practice of focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot, understanding that growth is often found in change and discomfort. Embracing this lesson means viewing walking away not as a loss, but as an investment in our future. It invites us to imagine the possibilities that lie ahead, encouraging us to step into the unknown with courage and openness. By creating space for the new, we affirm our commitment to our journey of self-discovery and personal fulfillment, ready to welcome the new chapters of our lives with open arms and an eager heart.